actually started this whole trend of
that's true. That's true. It started a trend of all
Aditya Chopra's and Karan Johar's into this whole, this whole big marriage medley.
Of marriage medleys, and yes, it
and
did.
Dil To Pagal Hai was.
It's funny because when Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, they were having trials and people were watching it, and it was like, oh, ye to shaadi ki video hai. It's a video of marriage, and people were talking like, what kind of a movie is this? But when it hit the screens, and when it was released, it was like. After that, it was like it's a mania for that film. Everybody wanted to be there. Everybody wanted to see it. And what happened with that movie was anyone from the age 80 to age 2 years or 1 year old could enjoy the movie. It broke all class barriers, all the age barriers, everything. It was like a universal film made for everyone, universal. Because it didn't have a particular audience that you were targeting. It was like everywhere.
And it was different in its time also.
Yeah, and it was a very different movie at that time.
1997, you say you met your husband.
Yeah.
Had he watched your movies?
1998.
98. 1 year after Dil To Pagal.
Well,
had he watched your movies?
He had not, because...
Don't tell me.
No, really.
None of your movies?
No, he had not seen any movies. The only movie he remembered very vaguely was, I think, Amar Akbar Anthony, and that he had seen when he was on one of his trips to India when he was small.
So what was he introduced to you as India's number one?
No, I was introduced as my brother's sister. It's like Ajit's sister. Okay, and then what do you do? I'm an actress in India. It was that kind of a thing.
Did you like the thing that
now people find it hard to believe because you have DVDs, you have VCDs, you have all kinds of stuff, and satellite is everywhere. It's worldwide. But when he was growing up out there, they didn't have exposure to all this. They didn't have videos and DVDs being made, or it was very rare to get those, first of all. And the prints used to be so bad that nobody wanted to see it. And both his parents were working, and so they came from a very different family.
Which was the first Madhuri Dixit movie that Dr. Nene saw?
Oh, the first one he saw was Devdas.
Devdas, 2002.
Yes, when it released.
Also, or on DVD before that, between 98 and 2000?
Well, not really, because he was doing his residency when we got married. He was doing his residency for heart surgery.
Tell me, I'll come.
It's a very, very busy time.
No, I'm sure. I'll just come to Devdas in a bit, but in just going back to the comparison between the two films at that point of time, and I'm really surprised actually that your husband hadn't seen any of your movies. But a follow-through question from that. Did you like it that he treated you more as a person than as a star?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
absolutely. And because I could be normal, I could be myself.
Yeah.
And he had no preconceived notions about what Madhuri Dixit should be like. A lot of people would expect me to come out of a poster singing Didi Tera Devar. You know how it is. They have different ideas about what you should be like because they've seen you so much on screen.
That's true.
And and you could be a totally different person in real life. And so it was very refreshing to meet him and interact on a very one-to-one level without having any kind of
layers of
exactly
layers of stardom around you. Yeah, I can completely understand that.